Morning boys. We will continue the same exercise number 9.2 sum number 2. So we will write down the datas, then we will go for the table column. I told you already, just like a sum number, that is exercise number 9.1. So to form the table column you must follow that any one of those three methods. Direct method, that is without using the deviation method, or using the deviation with the mean method, or deviation with assumed mean method. Follow any one method. Now the question number 2, I take this is capital X and capital Y. Datas are given 158, 166, 163, 165, 167, 170, 167, 172, 177, 181. Similarly under Y, 163, 158, 167, 170, 160, 180, 170, 175, 172, 175. Clear? So before you go for the remaining the columns for that finding that correlation coefficient, you must find out the x bar and y bar. When the x bar and y bar are with the number without decimal, then you can apply small x, small y. Clear? So when this comes decimal, then you go for either deviation method with assumed mean or direct method. That is your wish. Now you see that x bar, that is x summation x is 186, then y total 1690. There are how many datas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if it is 10 datas, then what is the formula to find x bar? Summation x by n, which will give you 1686 by 10, you will get decimal value. Then similarly for y bar, that is 1690 by 10, which will give you 169. So this is whole number, but where we will get x bar as decimal. So you cannot apply that deviation method with mean. Now you go for either direct method or deviation with assumed mean. So deviation with assumed mean we did not do any problem. So now this we will do it now. Clear? Deviation method with assumed mean. So dx x minus, it is, I take 168. 168 is not there in the under the x column, but that is very close to the remaining values because I got 168.6, so I can take that integral part alone 168. Then similarly dy, y minus already is there 169, so assumed mean, then dx dy dx square dy square. So those three columns you have to find out. Clear? If it is direct method, x square, y square, xy, 3 column enough. But if you go for mean method, deviation with the mean method or deviation with assumed mean, you have to open the 3 more extra columns. That is your wish. You can follow any one method. I straight away write down the answer. That is under dx minus 10, minus 2, minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, 2, minus 1. Please use calculator and proceed. Clear? Otherwise you will get wrong answers. This will become 6 because this assumed mean. If it is mean, you will get 0. That we will see already in the previous exercise, in the previous model also. But when you go for assumed mean, then you will not, sometimes you will get 0, sometimes you will never get 0. Whereas we will get 0 because we got exactly that whole number 169. So summation dy will get exactly 0, but here we are consider that mean as 168. Clear? Therefore you never get 0. So see to it. Next dy, that is minus 6, minus 11, minus 2. Boys, use calculator. Don't simply do this with manually. If you do manual, then sometimes you miss the sign, minus sign. So once you miss the minus sign, then you will get different answers. See, you got 0 because I am taking that mean. What is there already? Mean. So I am taking mean as it is for y, therefore I got 0. But whereas in x bar I did not get exactly whole number, therefore I will not get 0 answer. We will get some value. Clear? So now we will have to find out dx square and dx dy. So dx dy total I wrote here directly 248. You have to multiply and see. 248, then d square total is 410 and dy square total is 446. Clear? So now you have to work it out. Just you have to multiply dx dy 60. When you square, you will get 100. When you square, 36. Then you multiply dx dy minus into minus plus 22 4 121. Then minus into minus plus 25 4. Minus into plus minus 3 9 1. Minus into minus plus 1, that is 81. Similarly 2 into 11 22 4 121. Then minus into plus minus 1. Because when you multiply these two, you have to see the sign also. 1 1. Here 4 6 are 24, 16 36. Here 9 3s are 27, 9 is 81, 3 is 9. Then 13 3s are 78. Then 13 square is 169 and 6 square is 36. Just you have to verify your answer with the help of the calculator. So, you will get the tabular column. This is similar to that exercise 9.1. Based on the assumed mean, we did not do any single problem so far, but this is the method to find the tabular column by using that assumed mean. Clear? So, now you have to use that formula to find. What are the questions? Find the line of regression, estimate the height of the sun when the height of the father is 164. You have to find both line, the regression equation x on y as well as y on x. Clear? This is the tabular column. So first you have to find what is x bar and y bar. When x and y bar have whole number, then you can go for assumed mean, deviation with assumed mean, that we did already in exercise number 9. Follow that method. If it is not exactly the whole number we get like this, then you go for the deviation method is with assumed mean. Clear? So this is assumed mean method. If it is whole number, you can go for directly the deviation with mean. So formula may be differ from that assumed mean and mean. This is assumed mean, therefore you have to use a different formula. I wrote already how to find bxy formulas. Clear? So now we are going to find out the regression equation x on y as well as y on x. Before you have to find out those two equations, you must find out what is yx. What is the formula to find yx? I told you already, to find the yx there won't be any difference in the numerator for the general formula for correlation coefficient. Clear? So dx summation dx summation dy. By summation dx, the formula is n into summation dx square minus summation dx the whole square. You have to substitute the relevant values what you found already in the tabular column. Just substitute, you will get answer. Clear? Just I am substituting that. What is your n? N is 10. So 10 into summation dx dy. What is the summation dx dy answer? Summation dx dy answer is 248. 248 minus summation dx summation dy. that is 6 into 0 by n is 10 into summation dx square, that is 410 minus summation dx the whole square is 6 the whole square. So simplify, just you multiply and simplify, you will get the answer as, that is 2480 by the denominator 4460. 4460 is equal to 0.556. Clear? Similarly, you have to find out, this is for B, this is something is different. BYX, that is 42480 by 4064 is 0.610. Clear? Similarly, you have to find out BXY, that is n into summation dx dy minus summation dx summation dy by n into summation dy square minus summation dy the whole square. Clear? So, based on that y, you have to write the denominator without square root. Now, you have to substitute those two values for xy, you will get 240. Straight away write down that I am writing that answer 2480 by 4460. 4460 is equal to 0.556. Clear? Now I know BYX, BXY. Now you have to find out x on y, y on x, regression equations. This is a longer method. You have to practice regularly at home by using the calculator. Clear? Otherwise you will get answer, but it will take more time. So now you have to find out x on y, equation x on y. Formula is x minus x bar is equal, because x on y, x minus x bar, bxy, y minus y bar, x minus, what is our x bar? X bar we found already 168.6 is equal to, what is our bxy answer? Bxy answer is 0.556, y minus y bar is 169. Just you have to multiply 0.556 y minus 0.556 into 169, x minus 168.6, then x is equal to 0.5 y minus, you have to multiply these two plus 168.9. So you will get answer 0.556y. Simplify, you will get plus 74.636. Clear? So you will get the regression equation x on y by replacing in the given formula. Clear? Next one, y on x. This is the equation to find x on y formula. Now you have to find out equation on regression equation y on x. So just you have to, so no need this one last step. So I am straight away write down the equation and the answer, you please check. Y on x, that is y minus y bar is equal to byx bracket x minus x bar, y minus, what is our y bar? 169. What is our byx? Byx is answer 0.610 x minus 168.6. So finally we get y is equal to, right final answer, y is equal to 0.610. So you will check this total by using the calculator byx, that is multiply and see Pyx 2480 divided by 4064. 4064, answer is 610. 610x plus 66.154. Please you check whether it is correct or wrong after multiplying these two like this steps. Clear? Then you have to see that there are one more question is they are asked. Find the height of the father. Find when the height of the father is 164, you have to find the height of the son. So now we are taking that son as y, then you have to take x is the father's height. X stands for father's height, y stands for son's height. Here father's height is given as 164. So here you have to replace x is equal to father's height, that is how much is given 164. So just you have to replace in that equation to find son's height, that is 0.610 into 164 plus 66.154. Just you have to replace in the place of x by 164, you multiply these two, then you will get that answer as 169.19 centimeter. If it is given centimeter, you have to write down the units. That is very, very important. Clear? Heights, if you write height without units, there is no meaning. Therefore, you have to write along with answer that unit cm. So this is the required answer. So first you have to find two equation x on y, equation y on x. Then there is one more subdivision. They are asked to find out the height of the sun. Height of the sun we consider as y. Therefore, you have to take only that y equation. Don't take x equation. You take y is equal to 0.1610x plus 66.154. In that you have to replace x by the given value, that is 164. It is given already in the question. So just you have to replace, you will get sun's height. Now we will go to the sum number. Sum number 3 you taken as homework. Sum number 3 and 4. Clear? This is same. But you have to apply the sum number 4 direct method. I will give the formula alone for question number 4. How to find out bxy and yx. Clear? After that you can proceed as usual. Same formula. There is no difference in the equation of x on y or y on x. Both you have to find out. They are asked to find out obtain two regression line, which means you have to find out the equation of x on y as well as equation y on x. It will take more time. Boys, be careful, use calculator, otherwise it will take more time. If you are not properly used the calculator, then it will take more time. Actually, if you practice, it will take maximum 5 minutes. If you don't practice, then it will take more than half an hour. So be careful, you practice at home regularly. That exercise number 8, chapter number 8, 9 and 10, upcoming chapter. Now fourth sum, I will give only the hints. That is fourth sum, how to find out bxy, that is n summation x y. This is general formula. I told you already, from the general formula you have to write summation xy, summation x, summation y by y. That is you have to take only that y variable, summation n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. This is the formula to find bxy. Then you have to find the formula for byx. There won't any changes in the numerator, only changes in the denominator. Have a look for those two formula and find the difference and memorize properly. Capital X square minus summation capital X the whole square. This is the formula to find bxy and yx. Clear? After find out the same formula for which you need what is x bar. What is x bar? Summation x by n. So this information is given already in the book. Summation x is given 80, number of data n is given as 20. Clear? Just to simplify, you will get 4. Similarly, you have to find out y bar, that is summation y by capital N. What is your summation y? 40. 40 by 20, which will give you 2. So, all the information is given. Only the information is not given in the book, that is bxy and byx, x bar and y bar. So, you have to find all these information by the information given already in the question number 4. So, now I gave the formula. Now your work is just to substitute in this, find out bxy and yx, x bar, y bar we found already. Then you have to write down the equation x on y, y on x. Both the formulas substitute and find the equations. Clear? That is homework. Now we will go to sum number 5. Please, I am giving the home. Actually, if it is a regular class, then I will ask you most 90% of the problems in the exercise you have to do it in the classroom. But it is YouTube classes. You please complete this one at home. Clear? Don't simply leave it as it is. When you come to the school, you have to submit your fair note. Any incomplete work, then that will be a problem for you. So, please complete this work. This is not a pure mathematics one, this is just for calculation. Use calculator and simplify and substitute the values and find out the equation of x on y and y on x. Now, sum number 5, given that what will be the possible yield when the rainfall is 29? So, here rainfall, under the rainfall it is given mean and standard deviations, and the production 40 units per acres and 6 units per acres. Clear? Production and rainfall is given. Now, when the rainfall is 25, that double dash stands for millimeter, single dash stands for centimeter. 25 millimeter, the production per hectare is given 40 units. When the rainfall is 3 mm, that is 3 millimeter, then the production per acre is 6 units. Now you are asked to find out when the rainfall is 29 millimeter, then what is the production per acres? That is the question. Clear? Given the following data, what will be the possible yield when the rainfall is 29 millimeter? What are the information given in the question? When 25 millimeter for rainfall, when the rainfall is 25 millimeter, then production per acre is 40 units. When the rainfall is 3 mm, that is 3 millimeter, the production per acre is 6 units. Now you have to find out when the rainfall is 29 millimeter, what is the production per acres. The information is given mean, standard deviation. So rainfall you consider as x bar. For making better understanding, I wrote x bar R stands for rain, x bar is 25. Then standard deviation, that is sigma x R stands for rainfall 3. Similarly, you have x bar production, that is 40. Then sigma standard deviation for production, that is I consider y variable, that is 6. So, these are the informations given. Then coefficient of correlation between the two production is given R, that is 0.8. Now, you are asked to find out the rainfall, that is x you have to find out. If you want to find x, you have to find out x on y, no need to find y on x. Clear? That is very, very important. You have to find out, that is what is the yield when the rainfall is. So, if you want to find out rainfall x on y, if you want to find out the production, you have to find out y on x. In the question rainfall is given, you are asked to find out what is the production. Production stands for what? Y variable. So, therefore, you have to find only y on x, not necessary to find x on y. Even if you find x on y, doesn't matter, we will not reduce the mark, but we need only what is required for the given question. We need only y on x, because here x is given, rainfall is given. Rainfall we consider as which variable? X variable. Therefore, x is given. You are asked to find out the production, that is y you have to find out, for which you have to find out y on x. No need to find x on y. So, now I have to find only y on x. For y on x, what is the formula? Y on x is equal, that is which implies y minus y bar is equal to, what is the formula? B y x, x minus x bar. This is the formula for y and x. Why I need to take only y and x? Because x is given, you are asked to find out what is the production. Production means what? Y variable. Therefore, y and x, it's enough to find only y and x, not necessary to find x on y. Even if you find x on y, doesn't matter, but there is no mark. Clear? So, what is required? Y and x. You have to find only y and x. Depends upon the question, you have to find either x on y or y and x. When x is given, you have to find y and x. When y is given, you have to find x on y. Here, x is given. You are asked to find out y. Therefore, it's enough to find y and x, that is y minus y bar is equal to x, that is byx into x minus x bar. How do you find out byx? We have so many formulas. There are three formulas to find byx. Clear? According to the given information, you have to take the formula, that is sigma y by sigma x. This I gave already. Clear? Yesterday I gave the formula to find byx and also bxy. What is the formula to find bxy? The correlation into sigma x by sigma y. So, this is the formula to find bxy. But here I need only yx, therefore, I can take correlation into sigma y, standard deviation y by sigma x. Just you have to substitute all this information in this given format, that you will get 0.8 into what is your sigma y? 6 by what is the sigma x? 3. Just you have to simplify. It is use calculator. Please don't use manual work. Here I am doing, but you have to do it with calculator. 0.16 or 1.6? 1.6. 2 8s are 6. That is 1.6. Now you have to substitute all the information in the question. That is y minus, what is your y bar? Mean. That is y bar. Y bar is 40 is equal to, what is your byx? 1.6. X minus, what is your x bar? 25. So, y minus 40 is equal to 1.6x minus, just you have to multiply. You will get required answer is that equation y is equal to 1 point. So, just you have to multiply this x minus x bar, you will get answer. Then after that you have to replace y minus, you keep y alone this side, 1.6 x minus, multiply these two, 1.6 into 25 plus 40. Simplify. At that stage you have to replace x by what is given, the rainfall is given 29. So, y minus 1.6 x, in the place of x you have to write 29 minus 1.6 into 25 plus 40. Simplify, you will get required answer. Clear? So, you have to multiply, add, then you subtract from these two, and just you have to do the calculations. Because I left as it is, because you are allowed to use calculator, please use calculator for protection. Clear? So, this is that answer. Ensure that what is your question, depends upon the question, you have to take x and y or y and x. Clear? So, don't confuse, no need to find both equation, waste of time, there won't be any mark if it is required answer is not there in the paper. So, now we will go to the sum number. So, some problems I gave as homework, you please do that homework at home. See, I left some calculation part, you please complete the calculation part and work it out at home. Now, sum number 6, that is homework you take, you follow the previous model. Now, we will go to sum number 7. 7 is also the same concept. The correlation between, it is arithmetic mean, x bar, y bar, sigma x, sigma y. This is just like the sum number 5. Clear? I will give only that format, how to find out. You please
find the two regression coefficient x bar, y bar, standard deviation, correlation between that 0 between x and y is given. There are two questions. Find the two regression coefficients, then find the regression, that is y on x. Clear? It is given very clearly. Find values of y when x is 10. So just I am giving that answer alone for the question number 7. You please check.
What is the formula for Byx? By when x bar and standard deviation is given, x bar is given 36. What is your standard deviation for x? 11. Similarly, y bar is given 85. Then sigma y is given 8. So just once you know this concept, then R, correlation between the two variable x and y, is also given as 0.66. So once it is given, you know the formula to find Bxy, R into sigma y by sigma x. R into what is sigma y? Sigma y is 8, sigma x is 11, R is 0.66. Clear? Just you have to multiply and see the answer. Just substitute R 0.66 into sigma y 8, sigma x 11. Just simplify, you will get answer. Then find out yx, because it is given only y there are, so yx is enough. You have to find out y on x. Y minus y bar is equal to Byx, x minus x bar. All the information is given. To find Byx, just to simplify, substitute, you will get answer. After that, you have to replace x by how much? 10. You will get required answer. Clear? So next, you have to complete, boys, you have to complete this problem at home. I am just leaving. If it is the classroom, then I will ask you to do it in the class itself. But it is YouTube classes. Please, you have to find out the answer and substitute. After that, you have to replace x by what? After that, you will get some value. Y minus, what is y bar? 85. This is, you will get some answer, that is 0.9075. You check, sometimes it may be wrong. Then x minus, what is x bar? 36. So you can simplify y, you keep y alone this side. X minus 36, 0.9075, this minus 85 will become plus 85. Just you have to multiply, add, you will get, that is y is equal to 0.9075x plus some answer. In that you have to replace x by how much? I will write down the answer, that is, you have to replace and find out. You will get the required answer. Be careful, it may be wrong. You please check whether it is correct or wrong. If it is correct, you please substitute, you will get answer. Otherwise, you will go for some other formula. It is Byx R into, that is correlation into sigma y by sigma x, that is the formula to find Byx. Just you have to substitute what are the information given in the question. Substitute and check whether it is correct or wrong. Clear? By using calculator. You see now, we will check. First you have to multiply, then you divide. You will get required answer. 0.66 into 8. Then division 11. So we will get 0.48. So you see, I wrote, be careful, 0.48. That's why I told you. Please check, don't copy as it is what is written on that board. 48, 0.48. So what will come here? 0.48. Just you have to multiply and substitute the values in the place of x by 10. You will get answer. So don't simply copy directly from the questions. It is enough to find only y on x. No need to find x on y. Clear? We will see the remaining problems in the next class, boys. Thank you.